Aries. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's Sandra from Wolf Moon Tarot. Before we begin, I'd just like to say happy Independence Day to all of my listeners and subscribers from the USA, and I know there are many. So stay safe this weekend with all your celebrations, and I'll be certainly thinking of you, Aries, over this weekend. I'm doing this reading on Saturday the 4th of July, and we have a full moon, don't we, on the 4th through to the 5th, according to where you are on the planet. So there's a lovely full moon in Capricorn over this weekend. So let's see how all of these planetary activities are, what it means for yourselves, Aries, over the coming week. I think also it's worth a mention that Mercury is still retrograde. It's in its final week now of being retrograde, and goes forward on the 12th of July. And of course we've still got some of the major planets still retrograde for a while yet. Saturn, Neptune and Jupiter. So let's see how all of this planetary activity, what it all means for yourself, Aries, wherever you are on the planet. Okay, I've done a pre-shuffle of these tarot cards. These are the Cherry Maraschetti Gilded Tarot. Beautiful deck, beautiful artwork, as always, from Cherry Maraschetti. Hope you're all keeping well. Although I know there are some challenges around for all of us at the moment, because of the planetary activity and how that's impacting globally. So I'll just do a final shuffle of the Fairy Oracle. And just lay those on the top for a little bit of extra depth. Alright, so at the heart of your reading, Aries, we have the Six of Pentacles, which is about giving and receiving. This is about when we have plenty and we can share. It's balancing the scales, and giving and sharing that which we can. We can't give everything away of ourselves or share everything, but when we have, this is about a card of plenty, and being able to give and share where we can. Now, okay, the clarifier there is Loathus the Wild, and he is saying you may be tempted, maybe an energy around you of reacting very quickly or giving unconditionally, and Loathus the Wild is saying no, don't. Take a step back, think it through. He's not saying don't share or don't give, whatever that means for you, Aries, but he is a very quick energy. And he's saying, you know, just think a little bit before you take the next steps, whatever that means for you. It'll be something different for all of you, Aries. And the challenge is the Ten of Pentacles. So again, the Pentacles are a very earthbound, practical energy, and it's to do with money, income, what we have at our disposal, if you like. Now, the Ten of Pentacles is when the treasure chest, when we have lots in the bank, we have an abundance of money or abundance of wealth of some sort. But this is a challenge, so there's something about having plenty, but it's a challenge connected to the Six of Pentacles, which is about having a lot and being able to share. But remember, Loathus the Wild said, take your time, don't give without thinking first. Yes, because we've got Gocha. So this is about seeing something, being prepared, perhaps looking for something. All right, or this could be about there's been a bit of a shock that's come in that you're having to face, that's took you by surprise. So these are the challenges, and it's connected to an abundance of money, an abundance of wealth of some sort. Okay. All right, at the root we have the Nine of Wands, and this is about digging in, standing your ground, don't give in, getting ready for the next battle, if you like, and this is at the root of it. So standing your ground about something at the root. And then the Fawn, which is about going with the flow of what's happening around you. Go with the flow, don't fight it. So as you're going with the flow and not fighting it, you're having to stand your ground about something and dig in, ready to go with the flow. All right, so this is at the root of the situation. Now in the past we have another Pentacles card, and it's the Three of Pentacles. And so in the past, Aries, you were working on something, working hard with others to create something or to develop something new. And then we've got the Singer of Healing, and there was a need for healing, being open to healing energies coming down. So that's in the past position, Aries. And then what's on your mind is the High Priestess and the Solus, the Sun card. So on your mind at the moment, this is your higher mind. The High Priestess, it can also be about secrets, things that you're not aware of, or having to hold a secret or hold something close to your chest. It's a very feminine card, doesn't matter what gender you are, but it's a highly feminine card. And this is about your higher self, thinking, your higher mind. And then we have a very masculine card there, which is the Sun card. And so this is a very promising card, the most promising card in the deck, brings warmth, energy and creativity. But he also sheds light. So this may be about light being shed on some area of your knowing. This is connected to the High Priestess, remember. So we've got the Moon energy with the High Priestess, as well as the Sun energy. All right, fabulous. Especially when considering we've talked about the planetary activity at the moment. In your power position, we have the Page of Swords, and this is about communication. And this is Lace Moon's daughter. So light being shed on some form of a message or a communication coming in. Sometimes the Page of Swords talks about immaturity and immature energy to do with communication. So it may be communication that's a little bit blunt and hasty. So light is so this is in your power though. So it's that light, you are shedding light on some form of an immature type of communication or a message. In your environment around you, we have the feline and we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is when we're worrying, we're over anxious about things and we've got a lot on our mind and it's keeping us awake at night. So this is in the environment around you. So it's not so much about yourself. Perhaps it's somebody around you that's got this energy or something around you. Because we've got the feline, which is something needs tying up, something needs completing, and that's what he's come forward to say. And that's probably what this worrying over anxious energy is, because something needs finishing off, something needs completing. And then in your hopes and fears, we have the Five of Swords. Now the Five of Swords, let's have a look, and then the undressing of a salad. So remember, this doesn't mean to say it's actual, it's what's in your hopes and fears. And the Five of Swords is when there has been, or feels like a victory, but it's at a great cost, at a painful cost. So it's almost like a hollow victory of some sort. And then the undressing of a salad is when we have to balance a lot of things in our life and also have to get to the bottom of things, which is when we build a salad up, we build it up with lettuce and all different vegetables, salad vegetables, don't we? Finish off with a salad dressing on the top. But undressing that, we start at the top and we have to remove the layers to get to the bottom, to get to the root of something. So those two energies are in your hopes and or fears position, Aries. Some form of a hollow victory. This is perhaps what you're fearing as you get to the root, to the bottom of something. And then in the outcome position, we have the Empress and the collection of pixies. So the Empress energy, a very feminine energy, very abundant, fertile, creative, a very benevolent energy, a beautiful energy. She encompasses all the energies, the high energies of all the other zodiac signs. You can see all the zodiac signs around her. And she encompasses and embodies the positive energies of all those signs. So she brings abundance, creativity and fertility forward. Then we have a collection of pixies, and which is having to get on with things, but doing it in a light-hearted way. So if we have chores to do, let's do it while we're dancing. Let's do the chores, put some music on. Let's be light-hearted about it. Don't let the day-to-day humdrum of life get you down, Aries. Try and lift your spirits. And this is connected with the Empress energy. All right, so take it how it resonates with you, Aries. And then the future coming in for you, we have the Ten of Wands. Now this is when you've been carrying a lot of responsibility and burdens, and that's interesting because in your outcome you had the Empress with the collection of pixies, wasn't it, which is about lightening your burden, lightening your load. And here it is with the future coming in. You need to drop all those ones, either delegate or get rid of certain aspects that are very burdensome. And then we have Iris of the Rainbows. Yes, so Iris of the Rainbows energy is when the dark clouds are starting to go, when the negative energies around are starting to go, not yet gone, but starting to lift, starting to go. And we can see the rainbow. She's being brought a rainbow she's holding in her left hand, look. And she's looking at it. So she's starting to look to the future, although half of her body is still facing the past, what's been, what's gone, what's still dwelling on our mind. But she's starting to look to the future now. And there's the rainbow in her hand. So lovely. So about dropping some form of burden and responsibility or delegating, and we let the dark clouds, negativity go, and start to look forward to better times going forward. So beautiful energies there for you, Aries. I'm going to leave it there. If you've enjoyed this reading, if it's held meaning for you, if you could please let me know in the comments section below the video. And also if you could press the like and the subscribe button. It's free to subscribe, Aries, but it will help my channel to grow and develop so I can keep on putting more of these videos out. And it also means you'll be notified when I publish new readings going forward. So thank you so much for joining me, Aries. Have a good weekend, all of you in the USA. Yes, do join me again going forward. Take care now. Bye bye.